Good day! This is the video that's requested by one of my subscribers who wish to know how to calculate standard deviation and variance. So here it goes. So now we are going to calculate a simple group of numbers to find the standard deviation as well as the variance. The numbers are 3, 7, 8, 11, 15 and 16. The formula to calculate standard deviation is given here. Is the square root of sum of xi minus x bar squared divided by n minus 1. All these seem to be very complicated, so we're going to break them down step by step, and before long you know it, you'll be able to calculate standard deviation at the back of your hand. So let's start. Okay, so if you want to calculate the standard deviation, it's easier to calculate the variance first because the square root of the variance will give you the standard deviation. Okay, so we will start to calculate the variance first, which is there. Okay, variance, and then once we get the variance, we're going to square root the answer, and that will give you the standard deviation. Okay, let's start. So the sum, so xi is just the number 3, 7, 8, 11, 15, and 16. That is the number. Okay, before we can do that, you need to calculate the mean. X bar means the mean. You're not sure, put it up there. It's called the mean. The mean is calculated by, as you done before, the mean is going to be you add sum of xi over n, which is you sum them up. So it'll be 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 11 plus 15 plus 16, and you divide the number of terms. There are 6 terms. If you add them up, it's going to be 3 plus 7 plus 8, 18 plus 11, 29, 29 plus 31 is going to be 60 over 6, and the mean is 10. So the first thing you need to do when you calculate variance or standard deviation, you need to calculate the mean, because the standard deviation is the difference from the mean. Okay, so to get 10, you just add the numbers, divide by 6. So what you do now, you're going to put 10 in all the column, okay? The whole column, second column, because the mean is 10, you're going to put 10. The second step, you're going to minus the number from the mean. So what you do, xi minus x bar is the mean. So 3 minus 10 is going to be negative 7. 7 minus 10 is minus 3. 8 minus 10 is minus 2. 11 minus 10 is 1. 15 minus 10 is 5. And 16 minus 10 is 6. So we have this part here, okay? Xi minus x bar. And the last step, you need to square it, okay? To square it, you just square this number. Minus 7 squared is 49. Minus 3 squared is 9. Minus 2 squared is 4. 1 squared is 1. 5 squared is 25. And then 6 squared is 36. This symbol means it's the sum. You're going to add all these numbers, and you 49 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1 plus 25 plus 36. And I found out the total sum is going to be equal to 124. So that is how we calculate up to this stage, okay? The numerator of the variance. To calculate the variance, you just need to divide that number here, 124, and you're going to divide by number of term minus 1. So there are altogether 6 terms. So you're going to be 6 minus 1. So it's going to be 124 divided by 5, and the answer is going to be 24.8. So the variance of that group of 6 numbers is 24.8. And last but not least, you need to find the standard deviation. Standard deviation is how wide the distribution is, okay? You need to square root that number. So it's going to be, all that working is going to be just the square root of 24.8, because the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. If you know that variance is 24.8, you just square root the answer, and you put in your calculator, and the answer is going to be 4.98. So that is how you calculate standard deviation and variance for all statistics numbers. Cheers everyone, and see you soon.